Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen, tell me what happened last night at your apartment.
Well, after I went to bed around 4, I don't know, I was in bed, but then I woke up in the morning. I wake up around 9, and I wake up and there's just, the cardboard insert between the two stacks and a 30 rack. And it's got a Sharpie message on it. And I just start reading it in bed. And it just
Wait, keep going.
It says, hey Steve, after you went to bed, we saw a girl shove Sharpies up her cooch. We saved a gay guy from killing himself, and we gangbang a chick. No BS. Signed Garrett. Okay? So I'm just reading that, and I take it with me to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom, I'm reading it as I go to the bathroom. I'm just like, oh, he means no BS, like he's BSing me. So I walk out in the living room, and I look, and John's sitting there with that girl that I knew that everyone would, if that girl's here, somebody fucked her. Something happened here last night. It smells like sex in here. That's what I think, basically. And I come out there, and I was like, Garrett wrote me this note, and I was just thinking, it's so funny, it's that could almost be believable, and it's so extreme. And they're like, yeah, actually, all that happened. And I was like, wow. Alright, you have to tell me this story. And so what apparently happened was, they're playing strip pong to begin with. And got down to where Maribel had to, was already braless. And it was the end of the game, and they lost, so she had to take off her panties. Then she proceeds to do that, then sits on our couch. And you know what? Sitting on the couch, she's floating the breeze. Somebody gives her a Sharpie. She just starts playing with herself, going to town on herself with that Sharpie.
I'd just like to add that Sharpie, you said that message was in the Sharpie. I bet one of your friends touched that Sharpie.
That's disgusting.
So you got HIV on it.
Alright, don't ask. But yeah. Sharpie. But then, so a group of guys starts to gather around. And then, they're watching her. Whatever. And then, fucking John is just like, this girl's pleasing her lady bits. I need to go help her out. And he goes into his room and gets out this Magnum Sharpie. The kind you use for tagging. It's just, silver dollar.
Magnum Sharpie. I still can't get over that.
And he's just
freaking funny, man.
Goes out and hands to Maribel. You know what? Yeah. And just starts going to town on herself. And I'm sitting there as they're telling me the story in the morning, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Are you fucking serious? You just were sitting on the couch you're sitting on right now, shoving a Sharpie up inside yourself. On my fucking couch. She's like, yep. And just nonchalant, just like that's nothing. So then I'm just like, wow. And then she proceeds to pick up the Sharpie and be like, yeah, you might not want to use this. It's it's got stuff all over it. And just takes the cap off, and I'm just like, that's nasty. That's disgusting. Moving on, after that show was over, everybody decided to go outside, just take a couple breaths, because that's pretty intense. And they're just, they're standing there, and all of a sudden, these two gay guys burst out of their apartment in the building next to ours, and they're just yelling at each other and calling each other's names. And Garrett and John were over there. John, my roommate, this other kid, John, and all of a sudden the gay guys just start. One of them hits the other one, and they start getting in a fight. And the one guy, they just start to get in a fight, and Garrett's just like, oh my god, it's gay people fighting. I don't know what to do, and just runs away. And then this girl he knows there is like, Garrett, come help. And he turns around with Tyler. Tyler comes over, and John and him come up there and trying to break up this fight. And then John gets slugged in the eye. And the other gay guy at this point is over the railing and is standing on the ledge, threatening to kill himself.
Did you know these gay guys were at your apartment?
They weren't at my apartment. They were at the apartment across from mine, the building across from mine.
That's horrible, man.
Yeah.
I would have kicked them out.
They weren't at our party. They were just over there. And he was threatening to jump, and we pulled him over the rail, and they got in a fight again, and my friend John got slugged in the eye, and they the other gay guy got back over the rail, was starting to kill himself, and they finally had to grab him and tackle him to the ground and call the police. And the police come take care of it, and they just left. But they're all back on our patio. They're just standing there. It's John, Mike, Tyler, Garrett, and Maribel. And I think that's all who was there. And they're just sitting on standing there on the patio. And then somehow it comes up where Maribel's just like, I'd suck your dick. And then John proceeds to just whip out his cock. And she just starts sucking his dick right there on our patio. God honest truth. And then okay, so Mike sees that, and Mike's like, alright. me too, and just like whips out his junk, and she starts jerking him off. So then Garrett's like, well, I mean, might as well, and he just like whips out his tool, and she starts, you know, she's going all your head and hands at the same time, you know, just going at it.
3 people.
Yeah, 3 people at once. And then, like, you know, Garrett's just like, you know what, let's take this party inside. So then they migrate inside. And before she lays down, she has her pants off and her panties off and just sitting on the couch. And it's just like, you know, keeps going for a while. And then finally she's just like, I need a cock inside. She literally said that. She literally said, I need a cock inside me.
That's just
so then John starts just, you know, going at her. And just is, you know, doing Maribel. She's like sucking off Mike and jerking off John. And then, like, Mike just gets his nut and then leaves, just walks home, I guess, and just is gone. And then, like, John's condom breaks, and he just keeps fucking her anyway. Then, like, my friend Garrett, and then John, like, finishes, says he didn't finish. But, like, Garrett just starts going, and like, then his condom breaks, like, the base pops off, so he's just like, alright, I'm done, because this girl's nasty. So he's just, like, backs out. And then Tyler fucked her, and just like fucked her, and just came inside of her.
Tyler
like,
fucked her after everyone found out about it. After he learned from everyone she was doing it.
And then Tyler was thirds, sloppy thirds.
That's fucking disgusting.
That was they had a gangbang. They ran a train on this bitch on my couch at 6 in the morning.
At any point in time, did this girl ask if you wanted to churn?
No, I was in bed.
Are you glad you were in bed?
Yeah, I'm glad I was in bed, because I don't need to see that shit. I mean, it's just...
Is that girl ever going to be at your apartment again?
Probably, and I'm going to make fun of her and all of my roommates as much as I can. Because that's just too much gold right there.
I think next party, if she's there, it's time for some more knuckle tattoos. And you know what that means.
Slut. No.
Dick slut.
Slut.
That's her tattoo.
Alright, dude, stop.
Alright. That's the end of a great story.